Good morning, people. How are we all doing today? Welcome to Tom's Charts. So, no more Sunday night for me because we need to go to bed early to get Anna to school. But I'm now here on a morning. So now, as a result of that, let's get into the charts. Got some lovely charts for you today. I've come on a little bit earlier, just in case anyone wants to join. But so yeah, let's do a bit of share screening and get some of these up. There you go. Right, so there we go. So as you all know, we're in times of crisis at the moment with all the balloons going across America, etc. So there you go. So in times of crisis, we need strong men, and that is a fact. This is not going to really be a political channel as such, or a broadcast, because I hate both sides, left and right. To be honest with you, they're all in it for themselves. That's the way I feel. So I've got no idea what's on these slides. Right, so the Dixie, let's go straight into it then. So the Dixie is looking good. As you all know, if you're in the US dollar, we've been suffering a little bit with exchange rates for the last few months, and now we are bouncing back up. So, and this is all because of the Dixie. So the Dixie it shows the dollar against other currencies like the yen, pound, euro, Swiss franc, etc., etc., etc. So it shows different currencies testing against it, and we've gone back up now to we've got back up to 104, which is fantastic. Don't get me wrong, when it goes to 104, it actually affects the gold price because as Dixie goes up, gold goes down. As the Dixie goes down, gold goes up, and that's the way gold works. So, but it's still good for me. So I'm just looking at this, and I just think it's really, really good. But if you're an expat and you're over here, this is looking very, very good indeed. This is. So I reckon we're looking up. We're not looking down no more. I think we've gone through the bad bit and now we're going forward. Next slide. Dixie's looking stronger. And the US dollar against the Thai baht. So the US dollar against the Thai baht, as you can see down on the corner here, we bottomed out down here, which was just above 32.5. I did say it could bottom out at 32, but it bottomed out at 32.5. And we're now back on the rise, going back up now. So at the moment, about 34.5. I see this, the next line of resistance really is 35. If we smash through 35, then we're back off to the races again. That's looking really good. Thank God we're in US dollars. That's what I'm going to say. Aussie's also looking strong against it as well. The Aussie dollar is looking very, very strong against Thai baht. We're now up to just below 24, and obviously it looks like we're heading towards 24 now. So again, if we can get above that, then we're looking good as well. Canadian dollar. This is for my Canadian friends who I've seems to have accumulated recently or over the last year or so. Canadian dollar is, because it's pretty well closely linked to the US dollar, is also looking very, very strong. So at the moment, it's just over 25.5. And again, this is heading towards 26. So this is all great news for expats. So if you're living in dollars and you're living in a foreign currency, fantastic news for you. And there we go. GB pound, same. So all the Brits out there, and I don't really have a lot of English subscribers or followers, but it's heading towards 42, which is nice. Well, it's nice for them. because their old economy is knackered. What's this one going on to? Sorry, guys, just flicking through. I got these on gifts today. Right, this is the reason why you should be in gold. Gold will always conquer inflation. It will always preserve the strength of your currency. If you look at the Turkish lira here, so anyone who was in the Turkish lira a year ago, you're up nearly 25%. You try getting out on the market somewhere. Good morning, Mark. How you doing? All right there? I do try providing good information. You know, there's plenty of fact checkers out there, I'm sure there are. Yeah. I suppose you're on your way to. It's still too late for you, Mark, isn't it? Because you're on your way to work. If not, you could jump on. Because you're on your way in. Oil. This is showing us we're heading for a recession. It's just bubbling along at the moment, and this isn't looking too good really for the economy. But you know, let's look on the bright side. So it's up and down. So the swing traders there are doing quite nicely. They're making the swing traders are making quite a lot of money there. Been at work for an hour already. Bloody hell, Mark. It's nice to get up in the morning when there's no one around, you know. This is a nice thing. See, the trouble was, when I was doing the show on a Sunday night, it was just disturbing everybody, you know. Can't jump on that show now because I'm sleeping, you know. I went out all day yesterday and ended up going to sleep. We had a great day out, though. Natural gas. I'm really looking at this natural gas. I really like this natural gas. I've never traded in natural gas, just to let you know. I've got no trades in natural gas, but I'm just looking at this. It's oversold. They're obviously suppressing the market to work the Russians. It's going down to 2.3. The way I look at this chart and the way this chart normally runs, I'm looking at this to go to 2. I might have quite a good size position in this, because this will, if this goes back to 8, you've just quadrupled your money, and that looks like a real simple swing trade to me. And this is just going down and down and down. It's just been manipulated all the way down. It looks a nasty chart, that one. Bitcoin's going up, but it's struggling to get above 25. So just be careful there. I reckon there's going to be a few people caught out there. I reckon it's a false flag. I'm looking at this. I still reckon you've got more chance of getting to 10 grand than what you have to 30. So I would stay away from Bitcoin. And the pumpers and dumpers. Gold was just having an healthy pullback. It's going along pretty much the same as oil. But I do like the look of gold still. Would I buy it at 1842? Probably not. I'd like to see that come down to 1800. So I'd like to see $40 an ounce come off that. Then I might consider buying some. Even though at the moment I'm actually selling some. Only a couple. Silver. Well, silver's anything to buy under 25. And this is turning around a bit. Looks a little bit bullish. But again, just be very, very, very careful. Silver is so manipulated by these bastards in Wall Street and the banks, you know, the crooked banksters. They manipulate the shit out of it. I prefer, when I'm trading, I prefer palladium and platinum. And here we go. Platinum. I think this is a buy. I love platinum. And I'm looking at this at 921. To me, like, and if you guys know me, when I buy a platinum, I always buy it like I'm buying like 180 ounces at a time. So if I buy 180 ounces and then I sell it 2 weeks, I sell it in 2 weeks' time. That's how I live in Thailand. You know, this is how I make my money. I don't do a lot of trades. I do about between 4 and 6 trades a year. And that's what I'm doing. So on this, I'm just waiting for it to come down and down and down. And then I will go in, and over a 1 week period or a 2 week period or a 3 week period, it's a technical swing trade. And I will make $100 an ounce. And that's how I finance myself here. Because we've all got to finance ourselves here somehow. Some people do it with when they've got great government pensions. Some people do it on Social Security, whatever. But, you need some form of income to stay here. Money doesn't grow on trees. But I do like platinum. I really like platinum. And then palladium. Again, palladium, they've just manipulated the shit out of it. It wasn't that long ago. This was trading at $3,600, So I don't know. I'll look at this. The trouble with palladium is it can drop 5% in one day. And this is more really for day traders who go in and just trade daily. But I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the MACD. Again, this is a buy, but I'm just really concerned because of the Russia-Ukraine conflict. It makes it very, very difficult to say whether to go in or not. I'd have to look at it a little bit deeper. But the platinum I really like because that's what I lived on last year. Last year, my entire retirement money came in from 6 trades in platinum. 6 trades is quite a lot for me. I reckon going forward, I only really want to do 4 because I don't want to be sitting here in front of a TV screen all day. What else we got? Air quality. Well, the air quality at the moment is horrendous. It's as bad as it gets. So I thought I'd just put this map up this morning just to show you what it's looking like at the moment. So if anyone's actually thinking of retiring into Southeast Asia, I've always really thought that Thailand was the best place to be. And I'm quite sensitive when it comes to air quality and stuff like that, because when I was a kid, I had TB. And as a result, you get weaker lungs. So I'm not a great person when it comes to good air quality. Like in the ideal world, I live in central London. I can't live in central London because the air quality would just kill me within 5 years. The air quality here at the moment across Asia is horrendous. The Philippines looks the best. I'm going to start keeping my eye on this, really. But I would say to anyone, if you was coming to Asia, Philippines could be well worth having a look at. Because if you want good air quality, because this air quality there in Asia, in the Philippines at the moment is fantastic. If you go down to the south in the Philippines, 37, and then we've got Indonesia down here. But I wouldn't go to Indonesia. I definitely would not go to Indonesia. That's got no appeal to me whatsoever. It's fucking dreadful. Weather-wise, what we up to? We're indoors, we're 27 degrees. Outdoors, we're 27 degrees. But it is quite humid. It's 80% humidity, so it's quite humid today. The humidity here lately has been quite low, but we actually need some wind just to clear the air. But we're quite good here in Rayong. But when I'm looking up at the up to the north, above Bangkok and around Bangkok, this is the reason why there's 30,000 people a year dying through poor air quality in this country because of this. That is absolutely horrendous. But a lot of the burning isn't going on in Thailand. The burning is going on everywhere around us. And the winds are just bringing the smoke down to us. Cambodia here, where it's got all this red thing on Cambodia, that's looking horrendous. That's looking absolutely horrendous. If anyone wants to come in the chat, I'll throw that in there. There you go. And anyway, this is my platinum. So this is what I'm looking at this week. So this is this chart here. I've been working on this chart here. I'm really looking at platinum coming down to 900. If I buy it at 900, it's a buy. And then I could let it ride back up to 11. or 1050, you know. If I do that, guys, I will be buying a new truck, by the way. I think the boys, Jim and John, have just bought. Jim's had his truck for a little while now, not long. He's had it for about 6 months, and now John's got out and bought his truck, and we've been eating, drinking, and having a good time with them all weekend. And normally I'm not really influenced by other people, but when I saw John's truck, then I saw Jim's truck last night sitting next to each other, and I thought I could be tempted. 3 litre Ford Ranger under $1 million, you know, with all the accessories and everything else. You look at under $28,000 US. You know, it's not a lot of money. That is not a lot of money. You know, if I was buying that back in Europe, that'd be costing me like at least 40,000 euros. Poor old Mark's been at work already. Well, thanks for popping in though, Mark. Really appreciate that. And what else we got here? And if you go down to my description, in the description, you will see in there all the experts. Oh, yeah. That Toyota Cross. Yeah. I've driven that, Mark. The Toyota Cross is a really good car. My neighbour's got one. He went to Germany or he went to Turkey for 3 months. So while I was there, he gave me the car and he said, "Oh, can you just run this every week?" Yeah, I can do that for you. Not a problem, you know. Because you know what it's like over here. If you just leave the car here, sitting here, doing nothing, it's quite dangerous to the car. And I was really impressed with that car. Really comfortable. Even for a big boy like me, it was a really good car. There you go. I'll stop sharing the screen now. Yeah. So where are we going this week? So on Tuesday, we're going to. This is just my little gold vault, by the way. On Tuesday, we're going down to Peaky Blinders. And then on Wednesday, we're going nowhere. Thursday, I don't think we're going anywhere. And then on Friday, we're going to Peaky Blinders again. But there is a chance could be going to Koh Chang on Friday. The guys are all going down to Koh Chang Friday. It just means I'd have to give Anna the day off school and find myself a cat sitter for a couple of days. If we go to Koh Chang, it'll only be Friday and Saturday. The boys and girls are going down there for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but I can't do the Sunday. I can't do the Sunday because Anna's got school on the Monday. And Anna's doing really well with her Thai. Last night we was in the market. She met up with this little Thai girl who was about 2 years older than her. And she's talking to her in Thai. She is talking to this girl in Thai. Unbelievable. I wouldn't say it's fluent, but my God, she's doing it with confidence. Her accent's fantastic. She's doing really, really well. I was one proud daddy. I really was. I was really happy. And she done so well at doing that because it ain't easy for these guys to go out and do that. You know, because when she came here 2 years ago, she didn't speak one word. And she only started at school a year ago, you know. So it was like, wow, you know, it's like, so for my daughter now, she's only been at school since April. But now, honestly, she's like, so yesterday, she was talking to this Thai girl, and they was playing a game. And then Anna was coming up, and she was translating what the girl was saying to her. She was translating it back to me. So I've got my own translator. This is absolutely marvellous. This is absolutely fantastic news for me. So I'm very, very happy doggy. You know. Good morning, Mitch. How you doing there? Nice and early this morning. Young kids are like sponges. Yeah, it's unbelievable. I just can't believe it, Mark. Seriously, I'm so happy. And I've started to learn how to write Thai and not read it, but just how to write it. And again, I'm just doing this as part of her own work and everything else. It's all good, really, though. You know, it's all good stuff. Yeah, so it could be Koh Chang this Friday. It's looking. It could be. Just got to wait and see. I'll talk to the guys at Peaky's on Tuesday. I can't wait to go to Peaky Blinders because we haven't been to Peaky Blinders for ages now. We haven't been there since last Tuesday. So we need to go back there very quickly because it's very good. Yesterday was in Cajun Lifestyle in Pratanak. So there was like 10 of us there yesterday, Pratanak in Cajun Lifestyle. You saw the pictures anyway, Mark, on Facebook. Thanks for the comment. Yeah, it was great, that was. I had the eggs Benedictine. It's beautiful. Absolutely lovely. So I had that. So we had great food there. But from there, we went from there back to Jim and Meow's hotel. I had to sort out Jim's IPTV box. We put a new piece of software on that, so that's now working 100%, a lot better. And then from there, they went swimming. I went and had a 2-hour foot massage, and then we went to the night market. And the food in the night market last night, in this big market down at John Tim, I think it's around Soy 16. Unbelievable. The food in there, guys, you got to get yourself down there. Seriously, that is like stupid value for money food. We was in there yesterday, and I had this, what did I have? Pasta carbonara. Unbelievable. 79 baht. It was all cooked fresh in front of me. It was unbelievable. The egg and everything, the lot. You just could not make it up. You just could not make it up, seriously. So we had that, and then I took away some chicken. I got this kebab guy in there, and me and him have a bit of a laugh because, he looks as me as like a bumbu falang, because that's exactly what I am. And it's good fun, Oh, hello, Mark. You don't come in the stream. You can come as well, bitch, you want. Add to stream. Let's try to get Mark on. My computer is running slow today, and I've got no idea why. He's come on, Mark, and he's gone black. Hello, Mark, you there? Is it all lights out? You having a power shortage in Australia? How come I can't get you on? Hello, Daz. How you doing? All right there? Here for a few at my sister's house. Won't be staying long. That's all right, Daz. Nice to see you. Can't wait for you to turn up. We're going to Peaky Blinders on Tuesday. Hello, Mark. Oh. Mark's on 2 streams now. All right, let's see if we can get him on this one. Hello, Mark. Wow. It just goes to show you what's going on with the broadband. Just checking it, making sure it's not my end. It shouldn't be. I've got fast broadband. New phone. Well, if anyone wants to come in, they can. No doubt. I'll have a few. I just got to bed at 3:00. I'm knackered. Oh, poor Mark. Poor Mitch. You overdo it there, mate. Where is it? I can't. Is it a new? Add to stream. I'm trying to add you a stream, but it's just, I don't know why. You got a new phone, Mark? I'm looking at a new phone today, Mark. I'm looking at the Tesla. The Tesla phone is launched today, so I've just got to find out where to buy it in Thailand. Good morning, John. How you doing? I was talking about you about trucks, about how you're trying to persuade me to buy a new truck because seriously, it's that truck is unbelievable for the amount of that money. It's just, I've just got to weigh up how many grams it is in gold. Yeah. Oh, so Mark tried joining, but it wouldn't have it. It just wouldn't. Yes. So what phone you got, Mark? You can tell us on the text. It won't be a long stream anyway, so. Yeah, I know. I'm really heading that way. I might be heading to Koh Chang with you guys on Friday. I need to know, John, what hotel you're staying in. I won't be staying for 3 days. I can only stay for 2 because Anna's at school on the Monday. You know, so it's all good stuff. On the Monday you got so I need to know the hotel you're staying in. I really fancy Koh Chang for the weekend. You know, it'd just be nice to go down and have a swim in the sea. Also, the air quality is down there. The air quality here today is quite bad. It's as bad as I've known it since I lived here in 2 years. In 2 years, this is as bad as it gets air quality wise. Shall I put the slide up again? Let's put the slide up again. You can see it. I can tell because I've got a runny nose. Very nasal. Share screen. There we go. And if I go share screen. And I go entire screen. So much easier when you've got multiple screens. Yeah. This is the air chart for Southeast Asia. And when I'm looking at this, I honestly consider retiring in fucking... I consider retiring in the Philippines with this. This is looking... this air quality around here at the moment. And Bangkok, well, I don't know how they're even breathing up there, you know. But all these fires in Cambodia around here, if I put my mouse around, you can see it. All those fires around there, that's being blown across to us. You know, it's not good. And meanwhile, you get all these bloody like the IMF and everybody else saying, "Oh, we got to go green, got to go green." Well, look at these fires. Wow. So yeah, there's how many people dying with the air quality on this. Yeah, because I think our nose is running because we're sensitive to it. Excuse me. Got a cough. That's how bad it is. It's got to my throat. What's the good thing about doing a Monday morning show? Yeah, off the Chang, back onto the peach iced tea. Too early for a beer. If it was the missus presenting this, the wife, she would be on Chang by now. Or she'd probably on a second whiskey. So that's as good as it gets. So yeah, so that's where we're looking. No one... oh, Mark, you there?
Take 2. How are you, Tom?
Oh, great. How you doing?
I was good. When I log on every morning when I come to work, I look at the air quality at home. Last week it was all perfect. It was beautiful there, and I logged on this morning, and I was surprised to see that the air quality around Ban Chang and it is in the numbers that you quoted there. I was really surprised about it.
Yeah, and when you look out, when I look out my balcony, when I look out that way, I can't see the pier.
Mm-hmm.
It's really bad today. It's really, as your missus felt it as well, is it? Like last week was perfect. This was the best place to be last week in Thailand. The air was perfect. It was coming off the sea. Everything was fine. The air's coming off the sea today, but the air's not good,
Yeah, I was looking at the chart, that the weather app that I was looking at for Thailand. It last week the wind was definitely coming off the sea, but today it looked like it was coming from the northeast and blowing in a southwesterly. So I'm thinking, well, is it blowing all the crap from Cambodia and surrounding countries? So, thank you, John.
It's only a few weeks, and you're back. You're back in a few weeks, aren't you?
39 days, but who's counting?
I know, but you've only got a year left.
Yeah, that's right. This is. I worked it out that I always knew this was going to be the longest time that I'd be away from Thailand. So it'll be just on 3 months, and it's only because that I've got 2 major occupations in the next. Well, just finished one, and I've got another one at the start of March, and I could probably be okay from Thailand, but I would rather be here on site. So that's the reason why I did deliberately stay 3 months in Australia this trip. So, but brilliant. Yeah, itching to get back. So.
So you're staying in the same office, though, will you? You're staying in the same office. You haven't got to move offices or anything else. You'll just stay where you are.
No, stay where we are. And it was 2 weeks ago that we had a name change. So we were bought out a couple of years ago. Well, the company that I'm contracted to were bought out by a large Spanish concern. But we retained our Australian identity. But then last week, the CEO came down and had a whistle-stop tour and said that no longer are you to refer to as the Australian brand. You're all under the new international brand. So all the emails got migrated across and all the rest of it. And Facebook was automatically updated. My LinkedIn profile was already updated. So, yeah.
Really?
Oh, Daz is back in 39 days. So I arrive on the 30th of March. So
I think he's back on the 29th.
Okay, I might be 40 days if Daz.
No. It's the time difference. He's in California.
Well, yeah, I guess yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. When I done my introduction video, it gave me a good idea of what time it was going to be all around the world. You know.
Yeah.
You know, so I thought I could do it now, and it wouldn't affect it because it was just affecting Anna on a Sunday night. You know, really affecting her. We need to get her to sleep. You know, because
absolutely. These are the formative years.
We're all getting up this time in the morning. Like Prai's already up, I'm up, Anna's asleep. Yeah. John Peake, he said he's back on the 20th. Is that when you're going, John? I can't remember because John's going back to Australia.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
but don't let John show you his fucking truck.
Oh, I've already seen it on his Facebook, so it looks pretty good.
I saw it in person last night. I am quite tempted, I must admit, you know. But these guys are just terrible anyway. They're terrible to be around. You know, they're not nice people to be around. They're horrible. They make me eat too much. They make me want to buy trucks, which I've never wanted to do in my entire. I've never bought a new car. Yeah. I'm such a bloody skinflint. I really am. You know, I'm as tight as a duck's arse.
See, we don't call them trucks in Australia. A truck is anything over 5 ton that can carry bloody 10 ton on the back. We call them utes. G'day, John. Jay Easy.
Hello there, Jay Easy. Jay Easy's here soon as well. He's coming in a few weeks' time as well.
I think Mitch is the only American that knows what Australians call those pickups.
Oh, he's a whole mind of knowledge, isn't Mitch? He's pretty well travelled.
He's an honorary Australian, so there you go.
He is. You're right. You're right. So it's called a UTE, yeah? UTE.
Yeah, Ute. Yeah.
Ute. Is that what you do? You just call me Ute. All right,
just a ute, short for utility. But if you hang around Australians long enough, you know that we are extremely lazy, and we never say the full word. If we abbreviate it, we will abbreviate it. So,
okay. As lazy as the English.
Well, even lazier.
Yeah, that new night market though, Mark, in John TM, you got to try it when you come here with with your missus, you know, come down here. It's unbelievable. The food down there it's just a joke. It is a joke.
Yeah.
We went down there last week and I spent 300 baht, and seriously I couldn't eat the following day. All day I was that full. I'd never eaten so much food. And on 300 baht. But everything they do down there is fresh, you know. It's like really good.
Well, that's the thing about Thailand is that you can eat healthy there because it is such a um, yeah, fresh food. Everything's is fresh. So, and
Yeah.
and it costs money to eat fresh food in countries like Australia and England and I guess America as well. So
Yeah.
yeah. But in Thailand, it's just the way that everything is. Everything is so fresh, and everything is just so cheap. So
Oh, it makes a massive difference because the inflation hasn't really hit us here. We was talking about that yesterday as well, and we're saying the only place the inflation's hit everybody, even including me, everybody else, but really affected the Thais is fuel price.
yeah,
You know,
yeah. Oh,
yeah,
I filled up my car on the weekend at $2 a litre. It cost me just over $100 to fill a car. And it's a
that's
Toyota
good.
Camry with a 50-litre tank or a 55-litre tank.
Wow.
And I haven't paid to fill up that car, or even when I had a company car of the same.
Yeah.
I haven't. It's never cost me $100 to fill it. So
I like those cameras. Is that the 2 litre?
yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
They're a nice
they
car.
do like the 2 litre and the 2.5, isn't it? And
Yeah, no, it's a 2 litre. When I used to have as a company vehicle, they always used to give me a Hilux, and then
yeah,
I had the opportunity to sit in and like this is going back 10, 15 years.
yeah,
And I had the opportunity to sit in the Camry, and I thought, I ain't getting back into a Hilux. But you got to remember, Hiluxes back then were workhorses. You know, it was
yeah,
really rigid suspension. They didn't have decent seats. It had the old wind-up windows on them.
yes.
And I'm thinking, well, as a manager, I need to have a little bit more class about me. So I opted to take a Camry, and I've been hooked on the Camrys ever
Yeah.
since.
Well, you look very sharp this morning in your business outfit.
Oh yeah, very dapper, mate. Very dapper.
Is that a company shirt or is that the shirt you had made over here?
No, these are company shirts. So it's all it's got on there is the project that I'm working on. So
Oh, I see. And that, yeah,
yeah,
I can't see it from here. So,
it
but
says whatever it says. I can't read upside down.
yeah, it
So
makes no difference. Yeah, it's right. The
yeah.
trolls already be tracking you down anyway. You know. You know, I don't really get them. I'm lucky I don't get them on here anyway. You know, but
I'm a nobody. I'm a nobody, Tom.
I was going through my band list and my moderator list the other day, and I had over 300 people. I've blocked over 350 people, and I was listening to Dave, and Dave said, "I'll let them out." I'm thinking, "No, I'm not letting them out. I can't be bothered. I'm not letting them out. You're staying in your jail."
Yeah, exactly.
We're lucky on YouTube. There's plenty to watch.
Yeah. All right, mate. Well, it's 9:25
Okay.
here in Melbourne. I've got a meeting at 9:30, so I'll
Oh.
bid you all farewell, and I look forward to having a chat to you again next Monday, or if you're back on again.
Yeah, we'll no, next Monday I'm going to do it on a Monday. It's just good because I just like looking at the charts. So while I'm doing it, I might as well do a show as well.
Yeah, what's John said? It's 70 light. It was to fill the tank. It's $1. Yeah. So yeah, $2, and for the first time in years, petrol is more expensive than diesel. So diesel's come down by 5 cents. Still $2. Or if you're looking at petrol for $2.10, diesel was $2. So,
what was that pre Wuhan?
Oh,
Can you remember?
$1.40, $1.50, $1.40,
yeah,
$1.30, $1.40.
Yeah, so still fair. It's a still fair chunk, isn't it? Like 25%.
Yeah, it went ballistic. A couple of months after Russia drove into the Ukraine, I guess, but that's the same for the whole world. But yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, before I left Australia to come to Thailand, I'm sure petrol was around $1.20 to $1.30. So yeah.
Well, thanks for popping in and saying hello, my friend.
No worries. All right, guys. Looking forward to catching up with all of you when I get back in, what did I say, 39 days or something.
See you soon, Mark. Take care.
No worries.
Thanks for popping on. Cheers, mate.
No worries. Bye.
So that was a lovely Mark. Mark popped in and he's working hard in Australia, earning the bucks. He's earning big bucks in Australia, and he deserves it because he's an expert. If you go down to I will leave this live stream up because I haven't smoked anything today or anything. But if you go into the live stream there, it's got all my expert links in there. So anyone's got any questions about visas or where people go for visas, people I know who go to visas, or driving licenses, or anything to do with. I've even linked the Thai portal now, so you can go straight onto that portal from that link, and from that link you can actually apply for an O visa from outside the country, and also there's the elite there as well, because before I come here, because I'm married to a Thai, it's slightly differently. For me, it's very, very easy to get a visa here, like Mitch and John and, well, everyone really I know. It's really, really easy to get a visa because we're all legit. We don't have to do anything dodgy at all. So because we don't have to do anything dodgy, our visas are really, really simple. If I want to take my wife to Europe, then that's what I call difficult. It's really hard to take my wife to Europe because they just don't want any foreign nationals going there. So I've put all the links down below, going down. I've put in about 20 links. I've put some links into channels. If anyone wants a link put in, please let me know and I will put the links in for you. So if you want your channel advertised or whatever, because I did put Chris in there. So you got Chris in there, and obviously Dave, Gotta Love Thailand. And I will give Dave another shout out now because Dave was the one who really started all this, He's the one who got all us guys together. So I've met like Cobus. Good morning, Cobus. Obviously Mitch. We dine out occasionally with Mitch comes out. Obviously John. John, I'm dining out with all the time. Jim, likewise, dining all the time. So all these people, we've all met through the lovely Dave, and Anna, who's now 5. Dave is Anna's favourite, although Meow comes a very, very close second because she believes that Dave is Santa's brother, and she's just in love with Dave, So the day we went to a restaurant, there was Prai sitting there. Anna was sitting next to Prai, and then there was Dave. Anna was just sitting there looking at Dave, and she's just looking at him. She's just like looking at him with puppy eyes, like looking at him, listening to him speak. And she's just listening to him, and she's totally in love with Dave. So it's really good. Dave's not on live today, but Dave's on live tomorrow because he's live every other day. My show will never run into Dave's. My show will always finish before. So the idea is I come on, do the charts. If somebody wants to jump on and say hello, that's absolutely fantastic. And if not, I'll just call it a day early. I don't mind one or the other. It's only like the charts. It's just to let people know about financials. As I say, because that's how I stay. I'm really liking that platinum trade. I am tempted, for I know it's going to cost me about 160,000. So if I went into $160,000, then I nick that profit. Yeah, it'd be quite nice. It's looking quite good. So if anyone wants to see the charts, if you go back to the beginning of this, I started the charts early because I thought it would just be easier than people jumping on me trying to do charts while they're here. But the US dollar chart, I can do that one. Just share this. US dollar's looking great. I'm really liking the look of the US dollar. Let's go. Why is my PC running so slow today? Because this is a fast PC. I'll have to check this out today. There you go, share. Yeah. So there you go. So if you look at this US dollar, you know, we was riding up at 38. Then we went into a downward trend for at least 3 months, where we went from 38 down to nearly 32. You know, and I know there were still people bringing money over at 32, but we're now back up to 34, which is fantastic, and 34.5. And if we can just hit 35, that'd be great, because 35 is going to be our next major obstacle around there. So there's a line. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a line going across, and that's called a line of resistance across there. If we break 35, then we're off to the races. But it all depends on what goes on with the Dixie, yeah, the DXY. So if you go onto the New York Stock Exchange, you got a thing there called DXY. It's great. Tom, turbocharge it. Then it goes super fast. Yeah. It's a good time, because when I was going through the timings, and I've done did any of you guys see my advert for this? I done a really good advert for this. You know, it takes a lot of work for somebody like to do that, because it's not really my skill set. My skill set is like hardware and software. Because I haven't designed a website for fucking years, thank God. Yeah. So this is a gold vault. So this is what you see in a typical gold vault behind me. Yeah. I just saw the picture. I just thought, well, with the girls walking around, you don't want to see anyone naked, so just thought I'd let them run around. So it's not the ideal green screen, but I'll sort it out in the future. So you're getting ready for work now in Cobus. So that's what I mean. It works out quite well. See, for me, it's just the start of a day. John's just getting up to get ready for another day. No doubt him and Jim are going out dining somewhere today, somewhere nice. Please don't tell me where you're going, John, because I don't want to be tempted. I've got food for today anyway, so I don't need to really travel far today for food. Today I've got chicken. I've got chicken kebabs. I'm going to do those in a Chinese curry sauce with rice, and that's what I'm having today. I've got the euro. You got EU, Tom. EU. What's EU? Euro? No. Yeah, but the thing is though, ET, I've just found out like recently, because I'm trying to free up some cash. So I want to have about 5 or 6 years cash, because I'm really unsure how the world's going economy wise. And the good thing about going out and talking to other guys in the group, and we talk about money. We don't talk about how much, but we talk about the world economy, and like living as an expat. So I'm trying to free up like between 5 and 6 years worth of cash. I normally carry 3 years, but I actually want to carry off 5 or 6 years now, because I'm really unsure of the way it's going. The banks are looking absolutely terrible. I think we're going to have a massive crisis with the banks, and the mainstream media, as always, is covering it up. But there's a big problem with the banks. The problem with the banks is the inflation around the world is not good. So if your inflation is above your Fed rate, it's very hard for the banks to make money, and they're all basically going bankrupt. So it's just the way it goes. Where are we? Really good. I was surprised by so many people in today. At one stage it was up to 10. Well done. Excellent. Great effort. But so I'll do another advert for next week. I enjoy doing these little adverts. I think Chris is going to do me an advert as well. And you can see me Nightbot there kicking in. I say, but if you go into my description, go down there and you'll see all the expert advice you could ever want is there. I can only tell you about stuff in my personal experience. I'm not a financial advisor. If you follow me, you can easily become bankrupt. The only crazy is the banks, their shares, which is crazy. Yeah, but if I was in bank shares at the moment, John, I'd be looking to get out because I reckon these banks are going to take a massive crash, and it only takes one bank. There's a domino effect. I think the bank's looking awful. I done a bank chart for the Bank of America last week, and it's looking absolutely horrendous. Now, I know Warren Buffett's got a massive share in Bank of America. I think he's the biggest shareholder. I think he actually owns it. That is not looking good at all. You know, like last year, Warren Buffett got his arse spanked. And that Bank of America is not looking good, you know. I know he's out of airlines now, but the Bank of America is looking dreadful. And I think that's the banks worldwide. It's not just in America. I think it's the banks everywhere. But a lot of people like slag off the dollar, but well, it's the best currency to have. Crumbling. Arab states are not as well. Question. Warren Buffett. Yeah. Yeah, well, I think the worst one, ET, is George Soros. George Soros will do anything to bring down nations. He just wants us all to be communists. You know? But it's a strange form. It's not communism as I know. It's a really extreme communism where basically we're all poor, we all own nothing, and we're all supposed to be happy. It don't work for me. I don't want to be mega rich, but I want to be in a situation where I'm comfortable. He owns it outright. That's what I thought. Yeah. Well, the problem in Asia, you've got Saudi Arabia. I think they own most of Indonesia now. You know, so they just buy up nations. It's as good as it gets. What else are we going to do in there? Then? So this week we're going to Peaky Blinders on Tuesday, and then on Friday I'm either going to Peaky Blinders or I'm going to Chang, and I just can't make my mind up. I really can't make my mind up. I've got to find out the hotel where the boys are staying. Don't put it on the chat, John, because if not, we could be inundated with a fan club. It's Chewing Ghana Owners Club. Yeah. Yeah, he wants to make us all slaves. Exactly. Yeah, and I don't want to be a corporate slave. I'm against big corporations, against big pharma, against all government, left and right. I really don't want to be a slave to anyone. You know, don't get me wrong. I worked for Toshiba and IBM, and they made me a lot of money. But I don't. I was working for them as a contractor. I wasn't working for them as a slave. So as a contractor, I used to rip the arse out of them because they was just paying me for work I was never doing, you know. Does everyone like my Nightbot? I think that Nightbot works really, really well. It's quite good. I do like my Nightbot. Well, the stream's been running for nearly an hour, which is quite a lot for me. And no one else is coming on, so it'll be time to go shortly. Anyone got any questions at all? I forgot. Yeah, I'm always craving over food. I'm hungry now. I actually fancy some chicken noodle soup at the moment. That's about the only thing I can handle at the moment, chicken noodle soup. It'd be quite good to have. But as I say, I was really shocked how many people come into the chat, etc. So thanks very much. Not too bad for the first show. Very, very good. I've got like 9 at the moment, and very good. I'm quite impressed. Quite impressed with that. Yeah, so this week, Peaky Blinders, the Chang, that could be good for Friday and Saturday. I'm really, really tempted. The problem is I've got to get a cat sitter for my cat. My cat would need someone to look after him for 2 days. So anyone looking for a job for a cat sitter? I need a cat sitter for 2 days. You know. Cheers, Mitch. Yeah, thumbs up. I got 9 thumbs up, so there you go. Yeah, so I'll do another advert for next week. Carry on working with my Nightbot because I really like it. I got that idea off James, Chocolate Man in Thailand. He said he just makes it really, really easier. I still have the same amount of moderators, but it's just easier to have that going in the background. Good morning, Jimbo. How you doing? All right there? Just got up watching the Great American Race. Oh, yeah, because you got the Indy 500 on there. Not Indy 500, one of them, isn't it? It's the NASCAR. Ah. How's your IPTV working, Jim? Is it working okay? Give us a thumbs up if it's all working good. I went round to Jim's yesterday to sort out his box for him. So it's running really good. We tested it yesterday for 3-4 hours. It was working fine. Ah, Daytona, nice. Oh, lovely. Heart, yeah, lovely. Yeah, I think that I'll put it up. If anyone wants IPTV, a few of us, because our contracts have all coming to an end now in March. I've switched over, so I'm using a different IPTV service now. And so the IPTV service now I'm using, not that one. There you go. Yeah, so this is the new IPTV service, and I will share this on the screen. And go share screen. Sorry about this. This PC is running really slow today. And this is what I use. So if you go into iptv.com, and this is for Expat TV, this will give you a whole year for $30. Whole year. IPTV, $30. 1,000 baht for a year. Or no, 1,200 baht for bargain. So that's what a few of us have. I've signed up to it. Bobby signed up to it. Jim signed up to it, and it's just a way forward. What I like about this is it's got 24-hour support, and you can talk to a human on this, which is very nice. So this is a great service. Descriptions in the description. You got the direct link. And they've got different packages. The one Jim's got, he's got the gold package. I think that's cost him somewhere around about $50, something like that. So it's just great. So it's all working. But it's just nice when you can go out and all help each other. You know, that's as good as it gets. So that's a really good service. I really like that. What else we've been up to? I've done the air quality. Everyone happy about the air quality? The air quality is absolutely horrendous at the moment. I've been here just coming up to 2 years, and this is as bad as I've ever known the air quality in Thailand, ever. In all my years of experience of traveling here, that includes coming here, staying in Bangkok for 3 weeks. The air quality was never as bad as this. As the air quality today is, there's going to be people dying today. As you get air quality down in Malaysia, Cobus, is it a lot better? You must be getting ready for work. Yeah, so that was all quite good. Oh, taxation. Love this. Well, people say, why did you come to Thailand? If you're an expat like Mitch or John or Jim or me, because like my channel's not monetized, as you all know. Because if you live in Thailand, and because we're non-residents, we're not permanent residents, we don't pay no tax on our overseas income. So any of our investments, any of our pensions, any of everything, I always found when I've done the Thai migration applications, they was never interested about where your money comes. So they just want to make sure you had enough money coming in. But they never asked where's it coming from? Where's the tax being paid? No one ever asked that. No one. And I was just going through, I was talking to an accountant the other day, and the accountant informed me, said, well, they're not interested. They said, because if I was a Thai resident, so if I lived here and I was a Thai national, you've got to pay tax on your worldwide income. If you're a non-resident, you don't. So anyone who ever wants to come here and get permanent residence, I would not, myself personally, unless you want to pay tax on your worldwide income, I don't see what the benefit is. because that is definitely not a benefit by paying tax on worldwide income, because that is brutal. Very, very brutal, absolutely brutal. And so basically, if you come here as a non-immigrant and you've got overseas income, and this is for nomads as well, so anyone, nomads, expats, if you've got overseas income, it could be rental income from your house, it could be investment income, pension income, and you're living here on a non-O, you are tax-free, and it's 100% legal, not illegal. That is legal, and you're not avoiding tax either. That is as good as it gets. I think, though, unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of people here who generate income in Thailand, and that could be even content creators, and it's a real grey area. It could be a real grey area, but don't go by my word. I'll carry on looking at Ben on the lawyer on. He's doing some great shows on it at the moment, and I reckon he's well worth looking at. So Mitch, you was right not to monetize your channel. There you go. All good stuff. Well, 9 in the chat. Any questions at all? No questions. Where else we going to go? Well, I'm going to go to chicken noodles today. Anna's going to school. When Anna comes home from school, we do 2.5 hours with homework with Anna. Prai does a great job doing homework with her. And I also do my Thai homework with Anna. Anna's the light of my life. And she's, even though she's a little monster, but life is good. Anyone want to come into the chat at all? If not, I'm going to be departing soon. I'll just paste that up. There you go. Yeah. Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Yeah, John, they've employed 6,500 new tax inspectors just to look at it. And that was according to Ben or somebody, or I think it was in the Bangkok Post. It's because their argument's going to be, if the content's created in Thailand, there's a lot of difference between somebody like me that does it as a hobby, or Mitch or Jim and Jan, they do it as a hobby. So if you're going out to make money, it's right saying, well, I'm paying my tax in America, but the Thai authorities are going to say, well, we want our share. And they can just make the rules up to do what they want, and that is fact. No buffering. Well done, Jim. Thank God for that. Yeah, it just works better, doesn't it? That's what I found. I get zero buffering on mine. I also like the channel selection as well. You got a great channel selection on yours. I saw yours yesterday. You've got the same one, Tim. I think Tim's just bought that as well. Tim's got the same. Not this time. Go to make an account to join you. Yeah, it's just it's just easier, really. I find it really, really easy here. I must admit, I love Thailand, and I just find it so easy to stay here. I think the immigration's so easy, and I wish it was as easy to take my wife back to like Europe. They make it so difficult. It's crazy. We have to jump through hoops to get her home. It's madness, really. Don't get me wrong. If she wanted to go back to Europe now, we could easily get a visa for her. But in the past, when I first met her, because she never owned anything, she never had no property and had no kids here. It's very, very hard for the authorities to let the girls in, because they say, oh, they're going there and they're not going to go back home again, Yeah, next year. Yeah, so, but I think, to be honest with you, by next year, because you'll probably buy a property or something, John. So I'm quite sure you'll get her in. You'll find a way, or you'll go for a lawyer. I reckon go and see that Ben. Seriously, for the amount of money, or go and see Chuck's lawyer. If I don't know what his relationship is with the American embassy, you have to talk to Chuck. But I know that Ben, he's working on those things all the time because he's always bringing it up on his channel about going back to America, and taking people back there. I know they don't make it easy. As far as I'm aware, and this goes for the Europe as well. If you don't own anything and you've got no kids here, it's very, very difficult. Yeah, see Ben. Yeah, you pay a little bit extra with Ben, but you're paying for his time and his quality, aren't you? And I think that's the thing, isn't it? He's what he comes out with is he does a quality service for the expats here. I think really because he's giving so much free legal advice. I was talking to my lawyer in Spain. He's a corporate lawyer. He's not a criminal lawyer. He's a corporate lawyer. Santiago, if you're here, Buenos noches, amigo. I don't think his ear's too late for him. But I was talking to Santiago, and Santiago was telling me, what Ben does is ridiculous. He goes, he's doing all that stuff for free. He goes, it's crazy. He goes, I'll be charging for all that. But it's great for information. When you get good information, and that's what I like about Joe and Gift's channel, or Gift and Foreigner Joe. I love their channel we were talking about it yesterday. I love it for the information that Joe gives to everybody. It's really, really good information, really sound, solid information. Because he's not only researched it, but he's gone through it himself. Last week he was talking about US. He was talking about US Social Security, and how to claim it. Like I know if you're British here or you're Spanish, it's very, very hard to claim it from here. You can claim it from here, but it is quite difficult. And if you want to claim for it online, or you want to get a driving license, again for Spain or the UK, you need a VPN. You can't apply for a license here. You can't apply for a UK license here if you're abroad. You got to apply for it in the country. But if you do it via a VPN, you can claim for it. You can do it. I love my iced tea. I don't drink no alcohol. I haven't drunk no alcohol for ages. Hello, Tommy. Hello, people. Had you in, and we had Jay Easy in as well. Wow. How you doing, Tommy? Whose birthday was it? I'm trying to think whose birthday. Was it your birthday, Tommy? Whose birthday was it? Oh, Richard's, wasn't it? Richard's birthday. Happy birthday, Richard. Yeah. Had a few people in. Loving it. You're still up, Mitch. I thought you was knackered. I thought you'd be in bed by now. Yeah, so life's pretty good. Life is really, really good down here. Nice and easy, nice and gentle. And, yeah. Yes, what I use, Surfshark. I like Surfshark. It's nice and cheap. Did you get it for 3 years, John, for $81 US? That's what I paid $81 for 3 years. Very nice. Yeah, got that. I think I'm going to have to get a debit card at some stage, though. I don't own at the moment. I haven't got a debit card, and I haven't got a credit card, and nor's my wife. So between the two of us, we haven't got a debit card or a credit card between us. We're getting more and more minimalistic as we go along. We're doing some clearing on our land at the moment, so we're doing that. So we're building the soil up, putting more soil down. Done about 100,000 baht so far in soil, which is the same as what Jim done. Jim's done about 100,000 in soil. Oh, Mr. Mitch walking today. Must be quite good for you guys all walking, because you must all see each other when you're on there walking along Johnson Beach. Yeah. It's the best time to go out walking before the sun rises. Can't go wrong. Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody for coming in today and saying hello. And I say, I'm really impressed. I'm so shocked how many people come in to say hello today. But I've put the charts up. If anyone wants to see the charts for the week, I'll leave it up. You can go back there and see that. Yeah. You need it. I need a UT. Yeah, I do need a UT. I'm looking at it. I'm really what I'm thinking about, John, if I buy a truck, it'd be the last one I buy. Or just scan pay the truck. Yeah, I have scan pay. So I've got a bank account with the Siam Commercial. So I bring my money in through the Siam Commercial, and then I transfer it over to Prai's account. So I don't generally have hold a lot of money in my account, really. Yeah, I only really hold between like 400 and 500,000. I don't really hold a lot of money there. And I just transfer it constantly. Any money that comes in, it's there for like one day, and I transfer it straight to Prai. It's just easier. She manages the money, not me here. I've got no money here at all. The boys will tell you. When I go out, Prai pays all the bills. She pays for all the petrol. I've got no control over the money here, and I'm comfortable with that. I'm comfortable. When we lived in Europe, I used to control the money, and here she controls the money, and it just works out better for us personally. It works out better. If I ever want money, I can ask her for it, But I think Jim's much the same. The girls just rule the roost, I'm afraid. They're quite. If you're married to quite a strong woman, they just control the money. So that's good. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm looking at. Well, grams in dollars. Yeah. I'll work it out today. I'll let you know. Yeah, I'd have to sell some grams. But I'm selling some anyway, so it makes no difference. I'm selling some bars at the moment, so I'm selling like 3.2 kilos. As we talk at the moment, I'm selling them. But these bars I've got are very, very special. I've been collecting them since 1980. So these are not normal bars. So I get like a premium price for my bars. So I think the average the price of gold is 1840, and some of the bars I got they go for anything up to like $3,000 a bar, even though they're like 50 gram. They're special bars. I've got no Nazi bars though. I've got no Nazi bars at all. I won't own any Nazi bars. And I'll probably get blocked from YouTube by just even using that word. So which is crazy. Because people should be aware that there is a lot of that gold around, and I've been offered that in the past, and I will not buy it. I just won't buy it on principle. I just maybe because I've got a Jewish great grandmother. I don't know, but I'm just really, really anti buying that type of stuff. I don't get me wrong. I don't believe we should go around and pull down all the history of the Second World War or the First World War or the War of Independence or the War of 1812 or the War of the American Civil War. So I don't believe we should go around pulling down statues and stuff like that. But there's just certain things we just don't we shouldn't advertise either. But I think it's important we preserve our history. I definitely wouldn't be pulling down monuments. I'm totally against it. Yeah, and as you say, we should learn from history. And really, that's why I enjoy doing the financials, because a lot of my financials, I'm using history for that. The way we're looking at the moment, all I'd say to all the big governments, if they was listening, they're not going to listen to me anyway. They've got to remember Germany in 1923, because the way we're going, if they carry on with the inflation, we're going to be going the same way. And it's only the Fed that's doing anything about it by increasing interest rates. All these other federal banks, when they're not increasing their Fed rate, you have got no chance whatsoever of ever decreasing your inflation rate. It will come down so slowly. It will come down like by little points every month. It will take years and years and years. And as for getting to 2%, the new normal's only 4. Yeah, they got no chance of getting inflation down to 2, not unless they crash the economy. I can't see them doing it. Yeah. Where else were we going? Oh, Casa Pascual, which was a favourite of all of ours. Mitch will probably know, because he's been here a lot longer than me, in the patio area. Casa Pascual buffet breakfast, which was phenomenal, unbelievable value for money. Had many good times there with Daz and Ryan and Jim and all the guys. You know, all the Gotta Love Thailand, Mark, all of us. We've all gone there many times. They have now stopped their buffet. Their buffet is now finished. You can now no longer go there for a buffet. So anyone looking for a breakfast buffet, you're going to have to look for alternatives. The only breakfast buffet I can think of is it the Hilton? Do they do a breakfast buffet? Or Holiday Inn? Yeah, they've killed it. Yeah, because they was going in there and basically it's getting in there at 10 o'clock in the morning, staying there till like 2 o'clock in the afternoon when it closed. So they was having their breakfast and their lunch there, and just apparently some people, I don't know who, but some people, they was going in there with containers and literally going up to the table, getting a plate, coming back, emptying the plate into their containers, putting them into the bags, going back and getting more food. Fucking, you know, as a restaurant, which, you know, where it was based on Second Road in Pattaya, that was such a great asset to all people who lived in that area. It was a great place to meet up with people, you know. So if there was a group of like 12 or 14 of you, you know, we had some great times there. So we booked it for yesterday and we had to cancel it because they only had their fine dining menu, you know. And there's nothing wrong with their fine dining menu. The fine dining menu is great. But the truth of the matter is, we didn't go there for the fine dining. We was going there for breakfast. So as we couldn't have breakfast, we went to Cajun Life in Soy 5. And there was 10 of us for breakfast yesterday, which was absolutely marvellous. We had a great time, John, didn't we? And me and John ate too much food. Because if you ever got a cold or you ever feel a little bit sick or under the weather, please go to Cajun Life and have their onion soup. Their onion soup, if you don't feel well or you don't feel like 100% about yourself, please go there and have their onion soup. You will feel so much better. It was unbelievable. John had the tomato soup, I believe. What was that like, John? What was your tomato soup like? My onion soup was unbelievable. It was. I'll give the onion soup 9 out of 10. You know, I had to add some salt and pepper, but what I found with Cajun Life is they don't use a lot of flavourings. They don't use a lot of seasoning in their food, so you have to season your own food there. So whatever food you're having there, you got to season. Yeah, the eggs being the Dixie, that was unbelievable. The eggs just to be honest with you, we had a great laugh in there. I might do a little short on that one. It was a good laugh. It was just good to get so many of us together. You know, 10, yeah. 9, and their bread was wonderful. Yeah, exactly. I'd give it a 9. Definitely give their soup a 9. Yeah. Cajun salad, I've come to the conclusion. If you're not Cajun, the Caesar. If you want the Caesar, the best Caesar is Peaky Blinders. And that's what I'll be having tomorrow. I'll be having the Caesar salad tomorrow. A plain Caesar salad and a dessert, whatever the dessert is, that's what I'm having tomorrow. I need to go on some type of diet because I'm overeating too much. Yeah, we had a great time. You go walking today, Jim? You going out walking with Meow? You going to take her for a trot along the beach? Jim's staying in a great place where he is. He's got this apartment overlooking the sea. And yesterday we were just sitting in his apartment watching all the windsurfers. It was fantastic. Yeah, Tommy J. Yeah, he's 60. Never had. Oh, I tell you what, Tommy, when you come in, mate, that is unbelievable in there. And they do them on muffins as well, homemade muffins, and it's just crazy, absolutely crazy. Yeah, the view's good. The internet's a little bit slow. That's the only problem with it. Other than that, it's great, isn't it? But as you say, where you are, location, And that night market, if I was there where Jim is, I'd be in the night market every bloody night. You know, apart from the days I go to Peaky Blinders. She's dragging him. Oh, poor old Jim. He's been dragged out for a walk. Those pools look really nice yesterday, though. Jim, they look really nice. All the pools where you live are fantastic. So Jim's come over here and he's been travelling all round. I think he's done about 19,000 kilometres in about under 6 months in his car, where he's been travelling everywhere. Yeah. Oh, the night market is... I really liked it. You know, I love the atmosphere, you know. I say it was so good last night because we was there last night and Anna's got a little Thai mate and she's talking Thai to her and it's just marvellous. Life is good. I'm quite surprised because most of these people in the chat are all from the wonderful Thailand. I thought I'd have had more people in here from America. You know, well, got Tommy J. Had Jay East in as always. He was in as well, so it was all right. So it was good. Yeah, Tommy, you need to come over here. You deserve. You're a carer. I know you're a full-time carer. You deserve a holiday, and I think you should come. 19,000 kilometres, and he's leaving next week. Yeah, that's it. We're going to. I might be coming to Koh Chang. I've sent you a text. I just need to know the name of the hotel. So, because as you say, there's no point going down there and trying to book an hotel on a Friday. You got no chance. I'd have to book the hotel beforehand. 19,000 kilometres. Well done. That's not too bad in 6 months. Yeah. We spent 3 hours there. 40 minutes at the playground with Anna. That was quite good though, because we got away from the women. That was quite nice. And that was quite good. It was quite good to see that my daughter's got good ball skills as well. She's got very good ball skills. You know, Jim was saying she should be playing for the Thailand softball team. You know, so it's marvellous. Well, I'm up to 11 likes now, so it's even better. And so my day to day is gonna be quite boring, really. Like in a minute, in the next next 20 minutes, I suppose I have to have a shower, get ready, take Anna to school, come home, have a sleep. No one else wants to come into the chat, so I'm just here by myself, which is okay, really. But it's better when I've got somebody else in here other than myself. It's a bit boring just having me on here. You don't want to hear me harping on. You know, I'll put it in there. Yeah, so tomorrow, don't forget tomorrow, you got Dave's live stream. He'll be coming on tomorrow between 8 and 8:30, whatever time he sets it out. As I say, if Dave will be on next Monday, so when my stream finishes, his stream will start an hour later. You know, and as I say, I'd never run into Dave's stream. I've actually spoke to him personally and told him that as well. You know, because he's just a great guy, Dave. And to be honest with you, his live streams, he's got the best live stream. I think Dave's got the best live stream in Thailand. No one comes close to it. As a live stream show, etc. If you want a best live stream for Southeast Asia, then I like Spanky and the Bear, Chris and Spanky are doing a great job there on their new channel, and it's a real laugh and jokey channel, really really nice. But the same thing on there. There's no trolls on that either. You know, Dave don't really get those trolls on his channel anymore. You know, it's probably the same as me. He's blocked them all. It's a lot easier. What I'd like to ask Mitch is, Mitch, how can you do it? We can block somebody so you can't see somebody else in the chat. Can you have to text me, let me know how to do that. You know, you can go on their channel. So you go onto their channel, block them, but then you can still see them in your chat. Can you do it so you can't see them at all? You know what I mean? You must be able to do it, surely. Just wondered. I was going through my blocked list, you know, and I thought, well, how can I block them out altogether? You know, I'm like, delete, forget, move on. Jim, photos. Oh, yeah, the photos of the truck are unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. those trucks for 28 grand. What how much would that cost you in the States? It probably cost you about at least 40,000 for one of those trucks. For one of those UTs. I think it costs you a lot more money. Anyway, how long have I been going for? Hour and a half, nearly. So, hour and a half, I'll call it a day. And I'd like to thank everybody for coming in today. Catch up with you, John and Jim, tomorrow. Catch up with you, Mitch, no doubt soon. Cobus, hopefully you'll return here very, very shortly. Yeah, as you block. So you can go onto the channel and block. But you had that situation where Dave and Joe couldn't see each other. So they're in the chat, and then sometimes I'm on Dave's channel, and there's people in the chat in Dave's channel, and I can't see them at all. But I don't know how I've got to that situation. That's what I need to be explained, because I'm a bit stupid when it comes to things like that. Yeah, I'll text you about it. I'll text you, Mitch. It'll be easier. Yeah. So try, guys. Have a great day. I wish you all the best. Have a wonderful day. Just look out for that platinum this week. Hopefully today it'll drop to 900. If it drops down to 900, I'll be in by the end of the day. I'll be in. I'll catch you later. Thank you very much. Adios. Ciao. Hasta luego.